My daughter asked it like it was nothing. "Dad, who's that man who watches me sleep?" I laughed at first, told her nobody watched her. Kids dream strange things. But she didn't laugh. She just stared at me, her small hands tightening around the blanket. That night, I installed a hidden camera in her room, just to quiet my mind. At 2:47 a.m., the closet door creaked open. A shadow stepped out, slow, deliberate. A man, tall, unhurried, stood beside her bed, watching. He didn't touch her, didn't move, just stood there, for 6 full minutes. Then, as if sensing the camera, he turned his head and looked straight into the lens. I froze the frame, stared at the shape of his face. Something in me recognized him before my mind caught up. Morning light didn't help. I sat in the kitchen, coffee cold, the image paused on my laptop. The face was familiar. The way he tilted his head, slight, arrogant, was familiar. The way he moved was familiar, because I'd seen that expression before, on my wife. Same calm arrogance, same quiet cruelty beneath the smile. I told myself it wasn't possible, that maybe it was a glitch, a shadow, a trick of exhaustion. But the camera didn't lie. It recorded what I refused to believe, a man entering my daughter's room at night. And my wife, sleeping soundly down the hall. I checked the door locks, all untouched, no forced entry. Someone had a key. I replayed the video again and again until dawn broke and the house began to breathe. My daughter ran in, laughing, asking for pancakes. My wife followed, hair wet from the shower, robe tied loose. She smiled. "Rough night?" I nodded. She kissed my forehead. I caught the faintest scent, cologne, not mine. I didn't confront her. I never do. I observe. That's what I'm good at, collecting quiet truths while pretending not to. I began checking small things. Her phone lighting up in the bathroom. The 3 a.m. messages labeled work emergency. The sudden softness in her voice when she spoke to Lisa. I tracked the pattern. Every Thursday night, she stayed late at work. Every Thursday night, our daughter mentioned the man. I checked the spare key drawer. One missing. I installed another camera, this time in the hallway, another in the living room, and one hidden behind a vent facing the front door. The footage built a map of betrayal. 2 months of lies woven seamlessly into ordinary life. He came in only after midnight, left before dawn. Always the same movements, always through the front door. And every time, my wife's phone turned silent. I didn't sleep, didn't eat, just watched and waited. Not for him, for confirmation. Thursday, 2:42 a.m. The door opened quietly. He entered again, same careful steps. But this time, she followed him in, whispering, laughing softly, her hand on his arm. They moved through the hall together, not toward our room, toward hers, my daughter's door. She opened it for him. He kissed her, then stood beside the child's bed again, like it was ritual, like it thrilled them both somehow. I felt my breath leave me. Not rage, not disbelief, just stillness. She watched him lean close to my sleeping daughter, not touching, only staring. Then she whispered something, too soft for the mic. He smiled, and they left the room together. I watched until dawn, until the front door closed again. Then I downloaded the footage, all of it. At breakfast, she was radiant, like guilt had made her glow. She asked if I was okay. I said yes. I placed a small USB drive beside her plate. "Watch this later," I said. Then I kissed her forehead and left for work. She called 2 hours later, screaming, crying, begging for an explanation. I didn't answer. By noon, she was at the police station, trying to explain the footage before I could. But I'd already sent copies, one to my attorney, one to child services. Her lover was a registered offender, a name she'd hidden under Lisa. By evening, he was in custody. She was questioned, and my daughter was asleep in her grandmother's house. When I finally walked through the empty home that night, her scent still lingered, faint, artificial. People say betrayal breaks you. It doesn't. It empties you. And emptiness has its uses. It makes decisions clean, precise. The house is quiet now. No laughter, no ghosts. I still keep the footage, not to remember, to remind that monsters don't hide under beds. They tuck children in. They kiss your cheek goodnight. They sleep beside you, breathing lies into your pillow. When people ask what happened, I say nothing. Because nothing happened. A door opened, a truth stepped out, and I finally stopped pretending I didn't see it. Sometimes the scariest part isn't what comes out of the closet. It's realizing who let it in.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.